Okay, so today what I'm going to talk about is the idea of why I decided to come here, why I decided to come to UK. Okay, one of the decision is like I come here to study English, right? And I remember I used to go to it's like it's not the school, it's school. They help you to learn the language, right? And I decided I went there for 1 year. And after that, because I was working, so some days I have to miss the work and go there to study English. And I decided I'm gonna talk with a teacher, my teacher there. And I told her, look, I have a motivation to learn the language. I've been studying this for myself, in the past 4 years. And I believe by just having the curiosity to learn and by being willing to ask people who have better English than me, and I will learn. And for me, I learn English by talking with people. I didn't learn English by sitting in the class. Again, I'm gonna say this: it's not like a bad thing to go to school and to learn in a more professional way. But I decided if I have motivation and willingness to learn, I can do this by myself and by asking other people and listen to podcasts, music, and getting immersed with the language, right? But this is one of the reasons I come here, because in Portugal I was teaching I have six. It's not that I'm not going to say student because I'm not a teacher, but I have 6 people who told me they want to learn. And I told them, yeah, I can help you with this because I've been doing this for this time. So I achieve a lot and I can communicate with you without any problem. Of course, with a mistake here and there. But I decided I'm going to come here to study English. And I give myself, this is the crazy thing. I remember when I come here, I told myself look, I'm gonna stay here for 1 year and after that I'm gonna go back. Yeah, it was crazy. But the crazy thing for me, what happened, and it changed my perspective, not to say to stay here, but my perspective oh, you come from Portugal and you are living here and this is the amount of money you make, and now if you look back, you are making more money here. So I remember I come in 2020, September, and September 2021, I went to Portugal. And the amount of money I have on my bank account, because it was lockdown, so I was working all the time. So I didn't have time. Or it's not you don't have time because it was lockdown. Where are you going? You don't have place to buy clothes. You don't need to spend money because everything was closed. So I have a lot of money, savings. And I remember when I went to Lisbon next summer, it was crazy. It was crazy. I spent a lot of money. Just in 7 days, I spent a lot of money. So I remember just looking that situation, it gives me the perspective where I'm living now. So I look that moment whoa, okay. So I've been looking for opportunity to do something right. And now it's I have the money to buy the equipment I want, to buy almost most of the things, just to start whatever I want to do. And I remember I decided oh, I'm gonna buy a normal camera, or I can buy just a professional and start with a professional because I'm taking this serious. So I I remember I bought the camera, but I didn't use it for 2 months because I bought my camera in, I think it's November 2021, and I started using the camera only in January because I didn't. It was in the winter, it's really cold, and I didn't feel motivation to go out and to create. So what I was doing is just watching videos on YouTube and sometimes using the camera here at home, taking some product photography. And it's crazy, like since then I stopped. I never did product photography again, and I'm gonna start doing it again. But yeah, this is one of the decisions I really decided to come here just to study English. And I remember, like at the university, for example, when I decided like I'm not gonna stay at the university, and I decided I'm gonna learn something, but what I'm gonna learn. And back then it was like, oh, let me learn English because it can stimulate my mind. I can learn. And I remember I used to tell myself this: one day I'm gonna use this to educate myself. Fast forward, like 5-6 years later, here I am using English to educate myself. And this bring me this idea now, like I don't need, like, man, things, I'm doing something, and sometimes you don't see the result and you start questioning yourself, like, I'm doing something right, this is the right thing to do. And for me, I feel this is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do because a lot of things happened since then. So it's not because I'm not making the money I want to make. Now I'm gonna start questioning myself, like, oh, this is the right decision or it's not. I'm here now. I'm doing something now. So it's a question like to learn and be like professional. Learn and don't get distracted. Don't get distracted with a lot of things. Just focus. And people gonna question what you are doing. Oh, you work too much. You do this too much. Just focus, because one thing I learned is, like they say, like recreation is not the only way to have fun. Spending time, like just chill, watching Netflix is good. I do those things. I don't mind it. But there are things like you have to get right. And it's not like a pressure, like, oh, I have to get this right. This is how I decided to live. This is how I'm gonna live my life. And I think, I believe deep, I'm gonna get my things right. In the next 2 years is what I say, like, I'm not gonna question myself anymore. Just put your head down and work. No distraction. And maybe I'm gonna speak about this tomorrow, but it's stop persuading people, like, to do something together. I know, I always say this, I like to work with other people as long as they are honest. But one of the lessons I learned this year or in the last 2 years is this: you are not here to convince anyone to do anything. If you want to do something, do it by yourself. I know maybe you're gonna lose friendship, you're gonna lose people around, but it's just, you decided to be honest with yourself. You decided to be honest with yourself, and you don't want to talk anything against anyone. You don't want to talk shit about anyone. I want to be me. I don't like politics game. I don't like calling people certain name and say to someone they are fake or they are this. I just have to lower my expectation. And it's not like to say not dependent in anyone, but it just, I want to feel peace with myself. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this video today and I'm gonna post this tomorrow, guys. I hope you are enjoying the video. I know it's like I just put myself here and talk in front of the camera, but I think it's a good way to start. Everyone have to start this way. And I know, like, yeah, YouTube these days is like very professional, but everyone will have their own way to start, and I decided to start this way, so it's good to start. As long, this is the best thing I could do, because I've been thinking about doing this, but because of, oh, my English, this, I never did it. But I decided, like, I'm gonna do this even with my broke English. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and with the time I'm gonna improve for sure, man. I believe, yeah. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna do another video. For today, I finished this one. Yeah.